gosh, I can't even do anything because we forwarded today. Oh no, we got it. Yes, perfect. For the drag setting, we still got a bigger fish. Good evening. Welcome back. On the previous episode, we lost our last bait. So right now, what happens is when you lose your bait, you end up looking at this empty screen and you're wondering, where's your rod? Well, we do have a rod. The only thing we have to do is we have to go back into our inventory. So we're going to hit escape. And we actually have to switch to baits. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the bread. Now the good thing is it says bait right here for the bait that we have. It does catch crappie, bluegill, pumpkin seed, common, shiner, carp, and it can catch mullet, and it's light. So with this, I'm hoping that we can catch at least the Prussian carp, because if you remember, we were trying to achieve the oh my gosh, I did not know we were gonna get all these. Okay, so I'm assuming as you level, you get more. But there's that Lone Star one I was talking about from the previous episode. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, we are going to try to catch the bream and the Prussian carp. I don't know if they're going to go for bread, even though it says carp for bread. So let's see if it's true. I do see the carp has dough balls, semolina balls, bread with honey. So there's a hint right there, bread. So pastry, I guess this is a pastry and this is a pastry. The silver bream has a pastry, and then the rest are worms, and it looks like an insect. So invertebrates and insect. Actually, these are technically insects. Let's try it. Bread. Here we go. We might even catch some other things that aren't on this list. Oh, wait, we need to do something. We need to decrease the height of how far the bobber is from the bait. 72 is a factor of 12. Now we are vertical, up and down. See, on the last episode we were like this on our last bait. So let's see if the bread works. I haven't really tried bread. I was using different baits for different fish, and I'm trying to go based on what I got. So hopefully this goes well. But yeah, we are still at the Lesni Lake in Czech. Assuming this is considered Czech Republic, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know if this is an actual lake over there. If it is, you can let me know if you're over in that area and watching from across the world. But yeah, this scenery is actually amazing. I love it. I don't remember if they are big, but our fish keep is close to 4.4. You can barely see it over here in the top left, but we're at 1.6. And that's the downside. I can't figure out if you could change the colors of these. Maybe there's an add-on or something, if anyone knows. But I would love to change the color of these, because I feel like it's just too white, and the scenery and everything like that. I can't really see anything. Can I help you? Okay. Comes in and just leaves. I do see we're getting bops. It's not giving me a notification. Normally, if you have that setting on, you can get notified by the ting noise that it makes. I can see the bobber going up and down. And the bait that we are using is technically considered a light bait. There's a light, medium, and a heavy, I believe. So heavy, obviously, if you had a heavy bait on, you can cast further out regardless of the line, because it puts that into a factor, if I'm not mistaken. And I think a medium will also give it a little bit more cast weight as well. So it's like any fishing in real world. If you're putting a certain bait on, and you're having issues getting it out to the farthest spot, even though they're probably close to you, if you're trying to cast far, you obviously want to either do a sinker to increase the weight, or you want to do a bigger bait that you're using. But a lot of people probably prefer sinker. Unless you're in a boat, then that means that you're going to need to use probably a drop technique, where you're just going to drop it off and let it go. But there are different sizes of baits. You can picture bread as it being very light and soggy once it hits the water, honestly. So I honestly keep thinking about it every time I throw a bread or dough ball in the water. I'm sitting there like, I believe this might be a bit moist. is the correct term for it. So yeah, let's see how this does. And I don't even know if it's at 72 inches down in the water. I know when it gets soggy, it gets heavy. I have no idea. Then this game keeps me wondering. I'm also not having any luck with these fish. I could also check to see if we're in the correct time of the day. So I probably should check that out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's check that time. I do know these fish like the bottom water. Time. Oh gosh. I can't even do anything. Because we forwarded the day. Your account is not premium. So if you had premium, okay. There's no cooldown period from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Interesting. So because I did the next day, I can't see the timetable. If I do a T on the keyboard, the advanced time, the grace period is 9. So if I did a 9 to 5 a.m. to the night fishing kind of deal, I probably could have did this fast forward, but I can't, and I don't want to use these coins. So what I'm gonna do, hit escape, map. Oh, we're not even in peak yet. We got 8 and 9. Oh wait, are we on date? Wait, the time table's... Alright, well, we're stuck here. This dude's fishing something in the deep. Oh, so this is the bottom fish. He has his bell on the top and all that. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna try to do a decrease of line from bobber to hook. Maybe that looks pretty good. Even though it's not a factor. I still can't catch. That's what part that's starting to get to me. I'll tell you what though. The good thing is the game is still keeping its reputation. It looks like there's sponsored competitions that they do. So people basically can create competitions. It's not like it's an actual sponsor that I'm at least aware of. If there is sponsors in this game, I have no idea. But yeah, so there's actually someone creating, it looks like you can do different sponsor tournaments where people can compete. I like that. That's pretty cool. I haven't yet to do any of these, so I have no idea what I'm up against. But it just seems like relaxing and chilling things. I like to go fishing, and I just go maybe after work, when I'm off, or when I want to go with friends. And we just go to a lake just because. Obviously, there's a little competition between friends if you're with friends. But yeah, we just go just to fish and talk and hang out. You don't really want to do that tournament thing unless you are into it. Obviously, you never know if you qualify for it because you probably don't know that lake, or you do know that lake. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. I haven't done any of those. I also don't know where to find them. I know that communities build up, but I'm not a part of those communities, so I just buy a license, go fishing whenever I feel like it, and try to go for whatever's in the lake. I do have personal photos. Maybe I can upload them somewhere of the fish that I have caught where I'm actually in the photo, which will obviously give you a idea of how old I am. I do have photos. If anyone's familiar with the app called FishBrain, I am on there. Alright, we're gonna switch this up because I talked for I don't know how long. Alright, so we have bread here. Our target fish that we're going after for this mission are Prussian carp and silver bream. So we said red worms. We just tried them and we caught the trophy brood. I don't want to keep catching these two, but there is something you can do to avoid that, but they still get through. I'll explain that later. So let's see here. Dough balls, are they common? No. Semolina balls? We could try them. Let's try that. There's two different ways of doing this here. I could leave and come back. Leaving allows you to go to the shop category up here. And this is something I found interesting and difficult. But, so if you go to anything in here actually, is free, you can view, but there's certain things that get cut out. So when you're fishing at a lake, and you hit go to lake or something like that, no, so there's a screen before this and it has travel. I think it says travel. So if you're in the travel screen, it's like you're in the main screen of the game. So that's your first screen. The second screen is the screen that I'm in, where I've already been to the lake and am restricted to certain things. So when you're in the lake, you get this shop screen, and it has limited supply of things, which I found interesting. So if I go to baits, these are the only options here. I can't even get this, and I'm kind of sad. I need one more level? One more level. Oh, I need one more fish. Are you serious? Wow, that's insane. You just need one more fish and I can unlock that. Actually, I can't even unlock these. Wow. Well, back to what I was saying. So these are the limited items you can get. Some of these are good for the fish species of the lake. Semolina balls, bread with honey, right? Semolina balls and bread with honey. And red worms. Oh, the pearl barley. We could have used the pearl barley for these. The rest I can't use. So this is where you might get stuck. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff you will not get. So it restricts it. But if I was on the main screen of this screen where it says travel, I would be able to select anything else from this. So everything would be unlocked. I would have pages after pages after pages. Same thing for the reels, the rods, tools and equipment, terminal tackle. This terminal tackle gets restricted too. The lures. But when you're in the map of the lake that you're on, the shop is restricted. So the slop spoon and the casting spoon, let's look for species that have that. I can take that. Obviously a carp can't, but you never know. See, it doesn't say it on here for preferred baits. Now here's where the lures come in. Slop spoons. And slop spoons was a selection for the lake. Casting spoons. The casting spoon for the pike. Some things will work and some things won't. So you can overbuy when you're not in the lake screen shop, and some of that stuff won't work. So this is where thinking ahead of time comes into play. Now I don't know if anyone else has explained this, but that's my findings. It works. Sometimes it doesn't work, where I actually have to leave the lake entirely and come back. I did look for alternatives, and yeah, if you're trying to target a certain species and you haven't gotten that certain species, but yeah, you tried leaving the lake and then you tried being in the lake, you'll find out that someone else made a video on YouTube or said something else where they tried something different and that worked. So pearl barley, for example, is not on any of the lists except for the roach, I believe, and this worked for something else on this lake, and it wasn't on their species list for preferred baits, which is very interesting. Trust me, it's definitely interesting. So what we're gonna do is we're going to get dough balls from our baits. All right, backpack. Do we even have room? Yeah, we have room. We have 10 slots of tackle we can use. So we bought dough balls, which is 50, and you don't have to overbuy. So watch out when you click one. If you're not paying attention to this, make sure you pay attention. Obviously to light, so like I said, it obviously has its perks for target fish, like I mentioned. And the red worms, there's 25 for 75 bucks. That's not bad, that's cheap. And we'll try that, because I don't think, yeah, we'll just do that. So we're going to match the dough balls, because I don't know how long this is going to take to get the two fish. So we're going to do 25 and 25. Now we should have two things here. So 50 and 50. We'll do the dough balls for experiment. We're gonna try to go for the Prussian carp, and we will give that a shot. Now we are in a different location because I moved. So we're gonna drop the leader. We're gonna set it to 97 inches. And 96 is fine. I'm also going to do another thing that I didn't see here yet. I'm going to hit M. Here's the map. So this is the map of the lake. It's not explained yet, but what I'm going to try to do is, I am over here. There's a deep spot right here. Let's see if we can find that. So I'm facing this way. we need to face this way. Oops, hit the wrong button. It's a little bit more this way. I'm assuming right here. Yeah, right here. So we're going to continue moving and keeping the rod tip facing the direction. I'm going to cast. Now it's not going to show me that because I can't. Aw. I don't think I can reach it because it's too. I'm not in a good spot. I think what we'll do is we'll go back to the map. And where's the deep spot? So there's a pinpoint here. There's a pinpoint here and a pinpoint here. We're gonna go to here. I'm surprised it didn't give me some tutorial, because there's supposed to be a tutorial for this place. We're gonna bring the leader up. Where's that pinpoint again? Oh my god, I'm gonna fast travel there because it's faster. Did I travel there? Is this the spot? No, it's the other one. So it was the one over there. Right? Yeah, this was it. This is the closest I can get to that spot. For right now. We'll save for right now. We're just going to full-blown cast it all the way out there. As far as we can. Good. So that means we're in a deep spot because the bait is hitting the bottom and it's also vertical. And let's see if we can get the fish that we need. I have a feeling this ain't working either. So we're gonna reel this in. I think the semolina balls were the top pick for this. So we're going to switch to the worms. Let's see how well these do. Maybe we can drop the leader. Oh my god, we're like short. Wait a minute. I'm going back to those. Wait, what? Oh, see. I think we need to drop the leader. So let's go to 80? 80, yeah, 80 sounds pretty good. Let's cast it far now. I didn't realize I was sitting at like 9 inches. Alright, so we're gonna go higher. We could leave it like that, but I don't like leaving it like that. I like being exact. So we're gonna go to 50 inches because apparently the bobber wasn't right. It wanted to do the job, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go lower. Let's go 40. We'll drop it by 10s. There we go. We want a good one. Now see, we're a little tilted, but that's fine as long as we can do that. Basically what's going on is this bait is floating on the bottom. And what I'll do is I will pick you up when we get a bite. I'm curious to see if any of this is going to work. I know the worms will work fantastic, but I wanted to try these. We have to do something because our fish net is going to fill up pretty quick if I decide to do the worms. So I'm hoping these actually catch something, but I'll pick you guys back up when we get a bite. Oh, we got a bite. I didn't have my recording on. I went to take a bathroom break. I heard the ding. I had it blasted on sound. Alright, cool. We got a common roach. So we got something on this. That's pretty good because normally for this lake on mobile, the roach seem to go after the same bait that the carps go after, which is fine. I don't know if I can change that. There's a trick to this, and I'll show you something. But give me. Let's see if we get another bite and another fish. If we don't, then I'll show you the trick. All right, there we go. Let's see what this is. This is the same thing. Oh no, we got it. Yes, perfect. All right, so we got the carp. That's good. Dough balls are working fantastically. The silver bream, I believe they used the bread bait too. So let me double check something. So we got this. We just need this. Yeah, so they use. I wish it would give you a description of what like the bait is. Oh, it does. Semolina balls are popular fishing bait like dough balls. It is a good natural meal for most of the freshwater fish under certain conditions. Semolina balls could be much more effective than ordinary dough balls. Oh, so these are like a breaded dough ball. Dough ball fish bait is simple to make and can attract a variety of freshwater fish species. Everyone could prepare this excellent old school bait. The only thing you need is a bit of flour and a cup of water. Easy to prepare. Dough balls may be made ahead of time and kept in a zippered plastic bag in the refrigerator for a week or more. Oh, so these are just the upgraded dough ball. So, if I'm not mistaken, we can still use this to get what we need. Perfect. Alright, well, I will pick you guys up on the next fish, because there isn't much more to describe about this. But like I said, on the mobile, I had this success using this and bread and honey, catching those. But I can't use the bread and honey because I think it's the next level. I have to check. I can't do it with it casted, but for right now, we'll use the dough balls. Just called 2 varieties so far. The Persian carp and roach. So let's see if we can get a third species. I decided to reel that in because I had a bite and then it went away. I'm not sure what happened. Oh well. Let's see if we can move that. There we go. And a little bit further. There we go. I just like it vertical. It's taking a lot longer. I feel bad, but don't know what's going on. What's this guy catching? I think it looks like a bream. I feel like I should just keep catching perch, but I don't really want to. I should. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a big bop. I can see it vibrating. Ooh. Please. All right, we got another roach. That's good. Keep the money flowing. I could switch it, but I really don't want to use the worms because it's attracting other species. I mean, we could. You know what? Let me try something. I know we unlock things, but what did we get? Anything else? Let's check our inventory. No, so we only got the basic stuff that they gave us. We are using a size 8. I know we could. We're using a size 8. We can use a 10 to maybe allow more different fish to hit it. I wonder if that will work. Here's what I'm thinking. I think number 4 would only attract the trophies because it's a bigger hook if you think about it in theory. So it's bigger than our 10, 8, and 6. Our 6 is a little shy of that. We could use 6. We might get a trophy hit as well. 8's good, but I feel like 10 will be smaller. You can see the sizes if you're looking at the screen very closely, but there is a difference. So let's try to see if we can go smaller. Let's see if we can get any fish to hit. I'm gonna try this. So we have an 8 on the line, because it says it right here, because this is the terminal tackle I'm using. So let's switch to the 10. And this is what I found out with the mobile, just going through and doing things. So now we should get more bites, instead of me having to leave the recording or pause and then come back. So I'm trying something, and I'm wondering if it's working. I know that the lower the hook, the more bites that tend to come through, and it doesn't take forever. It still takes forever depending on the fishes around, but you should get more success of different species hitting the bait if it's on the hook. And smaller fish obviously can wrap their mouths around it. So that's in theory what I'm thinking. Let's see. Right now it appears to be not prime time, even though it was a steady time. Let's see how long this takes though. So we just casted it out maybe a minute ago, not even. There we go, we got a bite. So that took almost 2 minutes tops. We got a roach. And if you notice, the roach I think went down in size. So let's check the fish net real quick. Inventory. Fish keeper. Yeah, you see? So obviously we had bigger. Oh, you know what? We called a trophy there, that's right. So we switched to dough balls. So right now for the fish that we were trying to get, when we were on a size 8, we were getting them at a half a pound, a little bit under half. Now we switched the hook to a 10, and now we got a lower poundage roach. So that means a baby roach came through. So let's see if this can get us our bream. It should open up the door for 3 different species. If it doesn't, then we'll switch. I don't have the fast forward ability right now. I don't think it's been an hour. I'll check it right after this fish that we get, but I have a feeling that the size 10 will attract anything smaller. So even if there's a smaller bream, a smaller perch, or a smaller roach or crustacean carp, we're reducing the chance by a small portion. We can also switch the size of the lake. I know on mobile, I can tell you that I have success. If you're looking at the house from this dock that I'm on, from the house, it's like right here in the middle where my tips of the rod is pointing. Oh, what did we get? Now we're getting to 0.3, so we're not at the 0.5 mark, but we're getting smaller roaches. Maybe they prefer open water? Map. Bream. It is a carp. Yeah, obviously it's a carp. Bream generally inhabit lower reaches of rivers as well as lakes and ponds with muddy bottoms and plenty of algae to feed on. Breeding rather deep-bodied fish, silver bream are similar in appearance to common bream. Have a dark olive green back. Okay. This fish really exceed 1 pound in weight. So our size 8 is fine, but ideal conditions can sometimes get about 3 pounds. So obviously depending on the size, we're not going for a trophy. I'm assuming the trophy would be 3 pounds, but there's no trophy for this lake. So the 1 pound could be either below or over the hook size that I had on the previous. So that was the size 8, and we caught the trophy on that. But it still eliminates factors, but not as much. So obviously if you're targeting a specific species and a specific variety of that species, or not that variety, but that ooh, okay, we got a big fish here. For the drag setting, we still got a bigger fish than oh, we got it. Yes, yeah, I'm chanting out loud right now. Yes. Okay, and that should fill the keep. Ooh, just shy of filling it. We are done this place for right now. Great job. We completed the exploration. Monoliter, 1,000 bucks, 1 coin. Claim. The monoliter was placed in my backpack. Okay, cool. Now what? Alright, so we completed that. Perfect. We can do number 2, or we can go back to Lone Star. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, you're gonna leave one to go back to the other. And there is a reason for it, but there is some areas where there's a tutorial, and it's just not giving me it. I have a feeling we might need to do something different. And we are in, if I'm not mistaken, day 2. Yeah, so we even did the same thing on Lone Star. We went to day 2, and then we're leaving. So let's do this. We went to Lone Star. We're on number 2. Using float tackle to land your catch might not be as exciting as reeling in vicious predators, but an honorable task nonetheless. Travel to mudwater. Catch a blunt-nosed minnow, shiner, blacktail shiner, bluegill, pumpkin seed, sunfish, crappie, black bullhead, channel cat. So these are going to be hard. I don't know how to catch those on float tackle at least, because those are going to be heavy. But if we go to mudwater, let's see. Prove your mastery by catching each species of predators found in mudwater. Travel to mudwater, catch a largemouth bass, catch a chain peg roll. Okay. Drum, okay. Is mudwater our next location? I can't see the rest of the map. Yeah, let's leave. We're on day 2. That's fine. We paid $20 for an extended fee, and yeah, there we go. That's the proper amount. We got 3 achievements in there now too. Mine is going there to visit. Well, 2 achievements I should say. Pack. Let's see. So we are over here. That's number 3. That's 5. That's 4. So let's go to Mudwater. We'll go by level right now. Mudwater. We got 11,000 credits to spend. And Mudwater has 2 missions. We got a panfish one. Panfish with a bullhead and catfish. Now, if we go over here, fish species, we're going to think ahead of time. We're going to plan this. I'm going to go to, it said black bullhead, so...
Black bullhead can be identified by its square tail fin. One has a tail. Average adult black bullhead.
Weighing from 11 ounces to 2 pounds, but trophy can be 4.5 and can sometimes be caught. So we're going to take into consideration, since there is a trophy under black bullhead, I'm gonna plan ahead and not go for the 2 pound. I want to make sure I'm set up the tackle for 4.5 pounds. And judging by the missions, right here, we'll track that. It looks like everything's light. The bullhead might be heavy, and the channel cat might be heavy. So, let's see what the catfish can do. It's the channel cat, right? Yeah, channel cat. So, channel cat, okay. Large streams, yes. Channel cats have a top end size of about 25 kg, which could be 57 pounds, and a maximum length of 132 centimeters, 62 inches, but on average are usually around 4.5 kilograms to 10 to 20 pounds. They are omnivores and may be captured on a wide variety of baits, including worms, grasshoppers, shrimp, crickets, frogs, bread, and others. Okay, so you can get the young. I'm assuming it would be under 10 pounds. The common would be 10, and the trophy would be 20. I don't think that the trophy would be 57 for this. So what I'm gonna do, plan ahead for this. Oh, first off, let's check the license. Release trophy and unique bluegill, channel cat trophy, and largemouth. I can take bowfin trophy and common. I could trick black. Okay, we can buy the basic. I think we can buy the basic. I just have to release these certain ones. I don't think we're gonna catch this trophy. So let's do that. Since we're not going for anything. Although, if I catch a bluegill trophy, I might have to release it. I think I like buying the advanced just so I don't have to deal with all this. It's pretty annoying. So we'll end up buying this. We do have a higher travel cost now. It's 1,000. I don't know why it's 1,000. That's kind of interesting of a breakdown. So we'll buy the license for advanced. The travel cost will be that. Now, you might be asking terminal tackle. Let's see. We have our Terrafloat can hold up to 4 pounds. I think that might be good. I'm not sure. It can pretty much hold anything under 4 pounds. But that trophy and that unique bluegill thing is haunting my memory right now. So I'm going to probably upgrade this Terrafloat. Maybe this can hold a bigger line? Oh, we didn't unlock it. Okay. Globe. Let me track something. 12 pound test. We get a casting spoon. Actually, you know what we might do? We might go here, so that way we can unlock braided lines. So we might go back to Lone Star. Yeah, we might go back to Lone Star. I could buy the line. I do have it unlocked. We're in the shop. We have everything unlocked. So if I go back to baits, if you remember, I have everything unlocked right now, except for what's grayed out. But yeah. And what does that have me catch? Smallmouth buffalo. What does that go after? And we didn't unlock the Somalian balls, right? No, we didn't yet. But we do unlock that next. So that's a bread. That's a bread. And we didn't unlock mayflies and bloodworms, from my understanding at least. Yeah, we didn't unlock them. I mean, we did unlock them, but they cost bait coins, which, as you remember, the bait coins are your hold onto kind of deal. I found out with the bait coins, if you see this is level 5 and you see that you can get it, that's fine. You can buy it ahead. But what I found out is, watch this. Page 1, page 2, 3, page 3. Look at that. At level 16, I can use the mayflies. I might get less, but I can buy the mayflies. That's crazy. So I think I messed up when I was making my one account, and I found out later I can get things at higher levels. The same thing goes for anything in this list. I was mind blown when I found out that the mayflies were like a later level. Oh my gosh, I don't even know anything about these. That is crazy. Wow. Okay, I'm learning something new. I've never seen any of these. I've never seen any of these, I should say. I've seen these before. I've never seen these. That's crazy. It's been through some updates. I don't even... Anyway, we can go for hours looking through this shop. That's my head right now. Interesting. But yeah, that's a fun fact I found out. So what we'll do is, on the next episode, we will return to Lone Star, knock this out, and my theory is we use this braid. If you're unsure what this braid is, in the shop we're looking at for braid 007. If we go here, line, it's braid. We are looking for that line, which It's right here. I think it's this one, the big one. It might be bigger because it's a mission item, but this is it right here. So it's 8-pound test. So I can hold catfish, black bullhead, and any trophy that's thrown at me pretty much. But yeah, so we definitely want to get a new fish keep because if you remember, our max fish was 2.2 pounds. So if I catch anything over 2.2, we're going to have a little issue. So we're definitely going to want to upgrade that. Maybe this to get more tackle, although I don't have much. Definitely another rod holder. That way we can switch between 2 different rods. But yeah, so I'll let you guys go and we'll return back where we start our Lone Star Part 2 to get this line, and then we can move over into Mudwater with the new line. Thanks for tuning in. Heard me talk. Sorry, it's entirely up to you if you want me to reduce that when I'm waiting for bites, or we can just skip through to the catch. You guys let me know. But right now, please like, subscribe, share. Catch you on the next one. Have a good day.